Good evening. I'm Gary with G&G Cruise and Fever, and today we're going to bring you part three of our series in London as we're preparing to go on our British Isles cruise. Today, during this third day in London, we were able to get around and see a lot of the museums and things like that within the city of London. We drove around on a big city bus again. We really enjoyed it, and hopefully you will get something out of today's video. So if you like our video today, make sure you subscribe and like the channel. Have a great day and talk to you later.
This exhibit shows clothing worn by royalty in the Hindu world. Notice the headgear that resembles a fez. This next metal sculpture depicts a Hindu goddess. I'm not sure if the missing arm signifies something, or is it just damaged. This wooden sculpture was created in the late 12th century. It is known as the Celestial Musician. It is an extremely intricate piece. The wish-fulfilling cow was one of my favorite pieces. It had the body of a cow, the head of a woman, the wings of an eagle, and the tail of a peacock. Now you could not leave this part of the museum without a sculpture of a dancing elephant. Again, magnificent workmanship. These last few sculptures also caught my attention, just beautiful work. There were many more pieces in the Asian section, but time was of the essence, so I had to move on. The next masterpiece was a large sculpture from the Greek era. First up is Thunder. It was revived in 1728, and the theme in this part of the museum was that of warriors. There were just so many, I only had time for a few pictures. This one and the next that depicts David. As I was heading out the museum, an exhibit depicting some Christian history jumped out at me, and I had to go in. So many beautiful pieces, so I had to make some choices. I chose the wood carving of scenes of the crucifixion, and the second was of Jesus' disciples praying over Mary, Jesus' mother.
So that was our time at the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. As you can see, some beautiful. There was so much to see in there. I just gave you a snippet of what we saw. We spent like several hours in there, and we just had to leave. We did not even get a chance to see the actual paintings that were on the second floor of the museum. All the stuff we saw was on the first floor, and I just gave you a snippet, just a small piece of what we saw. So now we're going to move on to some other things we did on our third day there in London. Again, we were there for 3 days. Could have spent a week or more just going through all the different things that are there to see. So we tried to give you a little taste of London. Talking about a taste, when we left the museum, we went and found us some lunch. So I'm going to show you some pictures of that lunch now. All right. This restaurant was an Italian restaurant, just a small little place in London there, not far from the museum. We had really good food there. There was a charcuterie board, I believe is the right way to say it, that our friends had that had beautiful meats and cheese and breads, just wonderful. I had a raviolis, handmade, delicious, really good. And Gloria had the salad. So you can see on these plates, it was really good. This was about the end of our day there in London, day three. I took some pictures around the Tower of London. We wanted to go in the Tower of London. However, we got there too late and we missed the last tour. So we kind of walked around, and you can see there we got some pictures of the Roman emperor, and he is standing by a wall that was excavated. It appears that it was a part of the original wall that the Romans had built there on the river. Also, you can see in another picture of the lions there that are were at one point there were many wild animals living inside that area, and they were pets, I guess, or maybe they were there to keep people from coming in. I don't know, but they depicted some lions there. And then up on top, you can see there's a robot of a warrior. I guess you could call him a early sniper, if you will. So that concludes our third day here in London. It was a really good time. We were exhausted by the time it was over. Our next video that we're going to put out is going to be our first day or the day before we left in Dover. We took the train from London to Dover, spent the night, and we'll have some video out on that tomorrow. So that'll be our embarkation and a visit in Dover. So again, like and subscribe the video, join the channel. We sure would like your support and hope to see you in our next video. Look out for our time in Dover.